Happy to see you again. We have been discussing about achieving goals. Here are the five smart ways by which you can achieve goals. Let's get into the details of those. So, it starts with sensing. I'll explain those things in a bit. Second thing is you should be knowing about what you have been doing. The third thing is understanding of what you have been doing. Fourth thing is comprehending the act, what you are doing. Then you need to be as if you have achieved the goals. So the first one is sensing. Use all your senses, all five senses like viewing, hearing, seeing, smelling, whatever the senses are, because every task would require a complete understanding of all the things going on around you, which means that you should be in a position to sense what is happening around you, in you as well, while you are part of the task or the goal. So, for example, if you are a shuttle player or a tennis player, you should be observing with your eyes. Okay, you have to use your organ here in the case of visual. You need your use your eyes in such a way that you grasp how the your opponent is hitting the ball, how fast he is hitting it, or how swiftly he is moving back and forth or on sideways. So the same way, every task, every activity you could do, either in your life with or without goal, of course, you require your senses to observe what is going on around you, in you. So that is the first thing which you have to be very careful about it. Second thing is whatever is the knowledge you have gained in the process. Okay, either you would have learned it or you would have observed it as part of sensing. So with that knowledge, you need to understand what is the truth behind it, what are the facts given to you, and if suppose something can be wrong, what those can go wrong or how the wrong gets manifested uh, 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 in terms of again using those senses. For example, you know very well that your opponent is a volley player in case of tennis, and you know the truth that that guy is good, and the fact is that he is serving, or rather he is coming to the fourth. He is very close to the net, and he is able to hit it. Those are the facts which you can see. Okay, here the underlying sense is the visualization or what you are seeing that. Then maybe occasionally that guy goes sideways or go to the baseline and hit the ball. But you should not think that that guy is a fantastic player playing baseline. So you need to know what is the truth behind it. In the same way, in an organization, when you are dealing with people, you are at a position where you have your manager, you have your team or people below you, and you also have people at your similar level, like peers. So what happens is that when there is a communication, uh, definitely there will be communication as part of the work. But when there are communications, you need to know what is the truth behind that. So for what act, what is the truth being said, or what is the truth that could be, and what are the facts presented to you in terms of reports or in terms of discussion points. And the falsity here is that if something could have gone wrong, you should know that where that wrong is, so that if you are able to track the pattern, then you can identify, whether it was correct in the first place or wrong in the whole thing. So you know whether it is true or false in that context. Then the next thing is understanding. So understanding is that whatever you have seen, whatever you heard, and whatever is the knowledge you have applied, you know what is the truth, all that. Now you have to understand. When you say understand, it has to be to your uh, we have been discussing about what it takes to be and what it means. When you say that uh, I want to have a very good dinner, then you must be feeling that the environment as well as the food quality, the way people serve, the way you have, everything should give you the satisfaction. Of course, it includes the cost, and when you come out of the dinner, okay, you feel that you are completely satisfied. So the meaning here is that you have a uh, sumptuous dinner, or maybe you had a very happy time with your friends or families or colleagues, or what it takes to be. For example, you want to become a you in case you take a driver, okay, so you want to be a driver, and what it takes to be a driver, you should be knowing that. So that requires quite a lot of understanding about what is driving and what all the qualities you need to have. That then you'll be in a position to map these two also, what is required and what you have and how to bridge the gap. That comes as part of the understanding. The fourth thing is that you need to have a comprehensional capability as part of your exams, or as part of your yearly school days. You would have had the local language or English language comprehension. So here the comprehension is like such, there are certain things which you have to logically deduce, logically mean, and you also need to do certain things proactively understand, verify, and gets to know what it is in full. So you need to have a complete understanding of the whole thing. It's not, you may be doing it in pieces, okay, like you're playing a shot, or for a game you may be playing like this, but your whole thing is that you have to win the match. So how do you comprehend the whole match, which means that, for example, the match may run for 5 hours, okay, without a break. So what happens? That means it's not just playing tennis. You need to have the stamina to go after the ball for 5 hours. You have to cover the whole court. Okay, and that means it requires a hell lot of stamina out of you. So, for example, if you are a singer, so singing is one part of the job, but sitting there in the stadium and singing for 3 hours, for example, or if you are a dancer dancing for 3 hours, it requires quite a lot of stamina out of you, and you need to show the same expression on your face without tiredness, and you should not faint. So there are a lot of things you need to know when you are understanding the whole thing. Then you have to internalize. So it is not just knowing that, you have to internalize, and then you have to practice. Like you not only you are able to sing, not only you are able to dance, you have to practice for 3 hours or 5 hours. Okay, if you're a tennis player, maybe you have to plan for 5 hours, because there are quite a few tennis matches which you go from for definitely for 3 to 4 hours minimum. Or if there is a break, like rain break, and it has to be continued next day. So how to keep up the momentum from the previous day to the next day, so that you don't lose. So this requires a good amount of comprehension about the particular task or the goal per se. Then the fifth one, which is very very important, is that you need to behave as if you have achieved the goal. Okay, of course you need to be responsible. You can't be arrogant because you are still practicing it. Suppose you want to become a minister, or you want to become CEO in an organization, or you want to be a manager, you want to go to the next level. So you need to behave uh, that you are a manager already. Okay, then how do you respond to that? So you need to, as a manager, whatever you would be doing, that you have to practice and behave responsibly, of course, when you are not even up to that level. In the previous position itself, you need to think through and behave. Because, for example, promotion is not for what you have done successfully in your current assignment. It is basically for how well you can do that new job successfully. That is the trust your manager is having on you to get to get you promoted to that level. So the fifth important point is that you have to behave responsibly once, as if you have achieved the goal. Okay, so yeah, something more on these five specific actions, I would say. The first action is that on sensing, you need to have the perceiving skills. You have to perceive the task. Then you become aware of what is going on. That is important. The awareness begins with your senses. So I just repeat, you need to perceive and become aware of whatever is going on in you and around you. The second part, which is knowing. So the specific actions are get the grasp of the knowledge, whatever that is required to complete that task or goal, and be conscious about it. That has to be running on your back of the mind always. So that you won't go haywire in the process of achieving the goals. So this will always come to the front when you are executing your goals. Third thing is the understanding. Okay, you need to have a good insight. So it is not just about driving, how you drive well, but you need to know the nuances of driving, which includes not only your capability, it includes the vehicle's condition, plus the road condition, and to some extent the environment also. That example. So that is one, and of how and why things work. You need to know. That is the part of understanding. And in the same way, and why not and how not it won't work. That also you need to have a clear view. Then the fourth one, which is your comprehension. So you need to rehearse that whenever you comprehend, you mentally, as part of internalization, you have to rehearse that. Before I speak, I need to rehearse that, and then only I can speak. In the same way, you need to rehearse, okay, how to do about it, how to go about the task, and how you go about conducting the meetings, whatever it is, and you should make a meaning of what you are trying to do. So without meaning, whatever you internalize, it won't work. So you need to have a clear meaning, and the meaning has to be uh, rather meaningful to you in the first place, and it should be to others as well. The fifth point, which is like B, where B is the one which you are going to be behaving as if you have achieved the goals. So you have to be alive uh, with the outcome, which means that yeah, I have become the minister, I have become the manager, so I need to be responsible, and I need to act whatever the manager or the role demands, rather the new role demands. So I need to behave as if that I have achieved that. That is the fifth stage, which is called be or being. Okay. So all these five steps you have to repeat for each of the goals or the task or subtask, which you have to do it over a period of time, probably in your lifetime also. At every stage, you have to remember that you have to consolidate and grow and consolidate and grow in that cyclic way that you have to do that. Hope you will find this 5 smarter ways to achieve your goals smarter. I will help you in achieving your goals. Thank you for watching. This is Gokul. See you in the next video. Have a nice day. Cheers.